So yeah, so we're gonna look more on the project today. We're also going to just kind of make sure that everybody is on point for the presentations. This is week 2, so 2 more weeks and we start presentations for group number 1. Just want to make sure group number 1, you guys are working along, or is group number 1 here, or most of you? Is anybody from group number 1 here? How's it coming along, Mohammed? Okay, good, because it's a big chunk of your mark, okay? So please, please, please make sure you are really on it. Just want to see here. You guys have your, no, I said 25 to 30 minutes. I'm going to change that. But you guys have the rubric, so you guys can look and see what, what the, what to focus on. Okay. And if you have any questions, you need to let me know. Okay. And I can show you another one soon, but I want you guys to make sure that time doesn't kind of, pass by and then you're like, oh my God, I only have this much time. Okay. But once you're done, guess what? Then you're done for the semester. Your presentation's over. You're laughing. Okay. Also about the groups for the, presentations, I'm still missing one person, so I'm not really sure who I'm missing. I'm gonna have to go through every single name just to know that one person that I'm missing. So please, if you have not signed up, please do so. Also, if you have, and I'm just going to share my screen just in case you guys are not clear on where the groups are. Most of you have already signed, but some people haven't, so I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, so here, groups, I need everybody to go in here, in this tab, groups, and put your name in a group. Most of you have already completed that. If you haven't, please do so, okay? And you should be putting your name under the same group that you had in your sign-up sheet. So I'm missing one person, because there's 39 and here there's 40. So I'm missing one person that has not signed up. So I'll have to check everybody's name and just put you into a group that I want. And then also for the group member, if that person doesn't, if you can't get a hold of that person and he or she do not, get involved, you need to let me know, because then they're on their own. Okay, they won't be part of the presentation. So there's a part on you as well. I'm going to put them in with you, but if they don't do any part or they don't get involved or anything, then just let me know ahead of time, and then I will have a discussion with that person and have them maybe do a presentation on their own completely. Okay? Any questions about that? Okay. So next thing we are going to look at. So please, everybody, make sure by the end of class today, I want everybody's name in the group, in their groups. So go in here and you sign up for your group. Okay. Please do not forget. Okay, and I'll check it by the end of class. Next thing we're going to look at is not this. Let's see here. Where am I? I'm lost now. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually look at the project. So I want everybody to download the seed file, please. Okay, do not open it, just download it. So everybody open up CDM, just download this for now before you open up MicroStation. Okay, now the document, I have it here. I can upload also PDF if that's easier for some people than a Word document. I have both, so I'll upload also the PDF for you guys. But I need you to download this one for now. So if you just click on it and download it, you're going to show it in the folder and then save it in a folder that you want. Okay, so whatever folder you decide you want. So for example, yes?
Miss Hyde, for exercise 3, how do we do dash line?
Sorry, for exercise, which one?
For the third one.
Number 3?
Yeah.
So you're going to, so these don't need to be dashed. It needed to be stretched. Did you forget this one?
Yeah,
This is just showing you that you're going to be stretching it. This is from like first year, first semester, AutoCAD 1.
oh,
So you're not redrawing, you're just stretching this, right?
okay.
So you're not, but the dashes I can show you where, and I'll show that to you today. So,
Okay.
okay,
Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, so back to the project. You're gonna save it somewhere. So make sure you guys, save it wherever you need it to be saved. So I'm gonna move it over to this folder that I have. Okay, replace the file. Okay, yeah. So that's the first step you guys are going to do is you're going to save it in your folder that you have. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys time. We're going to do this part together. So I need you guys to be more communicative of how much you've done or whatever. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. So I'll just be, waiting longer. That's all. Okay, so I'll give you a minute to download it and then save it. And then you're going to open up MicroStation. And so we're going to go a new file. I'm not going in our downloads. I'm going into my and then we're going to check our seed file to make sure that we're on the 2D seed. Okay. So confirm that. You can press open. Then we're going to change the name to Project 1. And then we're going to click Save. Is everybody with me? Okay. Okay. So, and then we're going to open it up. So make sure you do it this way, because if you don't and you just use the seed file, it won't save your stuff correctly. Okay? So you have to actually create a file for it, because this is a template, you're creating your own file. Yeah, now that you know that it's not going to save properly, now you're asking me to repeat. So please pay attention from the first time, okay? So you guys are going to go, it's not you alone, Raymond. You are still able to follow in class, Hassan, and if you have any questions and you want to even have a meet one-on-one, please let me know, okay? And we can set something up if you have any questions. But I would listen back to the recordings, but you should be fine to follow along today. Okay. So again, I'm going to open it, but I'm going to close it again. So we're going to go ahead through the steps again. One more time. Open up MicroStation. So after you downloaded your C file, you place it into a folder of your choice. You're going to go in here. You're going to select your seed file. You're going to press on New File. You select, make sure you have selected the actual seed file that you want, the template. Then you're going to click on Browse. Make sure you have a 2D seed file. Press Open. Then you're going to type in here the project name. So I'm going to just say Project 1-1, for example. And then I'm going to save it. Make sure it's .dgn, save. Then you're going to open up the project. So open up your project. So yours should be just Project 1. And then just click on Open. You're welcome, guys. Okay. You only need one view, so you can, if you want to have your grid lines, that's up to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to create, I want to see if I have it open here. So we're going to be creating everything here, all these drawings that we have here, all these ones you're going to be creating. Afterwards, we're going to use it to complete project 2. So it's going to come along slowly, but you guys will be, I know one person has already tried to start the project, which is fine. But we're going to go ahead and do, things slowly, just to make sure everybody's on the same boat. So please open up your instructions, and we're going to go with those instructions and kind of go step by step. Okay. So we have this icon here, and this is called the models icon. So when we open it up, you can create more than one model space in a file. Okay, so we're going to have one model space for each drawing on their own. Now, also, we can create not just one model space, we can also create one layout space per each one. So we're going to be doing that. That's the first thing we're going to be learning how to do, is create models. Okay, and this is where you would have had the issues, if I remember correctly, if you hadn't saved it properly from the beginning, the template. Okay, so everybody should be here. Again, that's that blue box, and if you hover over it says models. So we're going to create a model. You don't have that icon, so let me just see which one it's part of. So under primary tools, if you don't have this, you can go under tools. Okay, so here you'd find all different types of tools, and make sure you have a check mark beside primary, Hassan. And you should be able to see this Yes, Irfan. Linda, LinkedIn, yes. Okay. Hassan, did you get this? Hassan? So you don't have a toolbar that looks like this? It would be somewhere. If there's a check mark here, if you have a check mark here, it would be somewhere on your screen. If you have two screens, check your other screen. And if not, I'll have to look at your yours on team afterwards, okay? Okay, so I'll leave there for a second, and I can always show it to you after, Hassan. But do I have everybody else? Is everybody else at this point? Almost, okay. So I'll just give you guys a minute. You're good? Okay. So let's just be patient. I know at the beginning it's going to be a little bit slow for everybody, but it's easier. It's up to you. Do as you think. I just want to make sure everybody's on the same boat before I move on. So if you're just going to wait, maybe listen, Hassan, that's fine as well. If you want, I can check yours afterwards when everybody starts working. I can do that as well through Teams, okay? So you let me know. I'll leave it up to you. Okay, so at this point here, we're going to start creating new model. So first thing you guys are going to do is click on new. So this sheet with the little asterisk, the orange asterisk there, you're going to click on that. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and the type, we're going to change it to design from seed. Design from seed. That's the type of, that's the model that we want. So we're going to create a model and we're going to say design from seed. Okay. And then you are going to make sure to select the correct seed. So we want it to say that it's a that it's the template here. So we want to select your seed model and we want to make sure that it is your template. So go back and find your seed file temp, the actual project one. So hold on, let me find mine. Okay, Hassan. Okay, so we're going to select that. And then you're going to press open. I don't know. Sorry, 1 second. I just want to confirm one thing before I. Yeah, we're going to select that. Then we're going to make sure we select default. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. Default. Okay. Okay, and then your name will be exercise A. So these are all going to be ABCs. You don't have to put any description. You don't have to put any reference. Your full size 1-to-1. Okay, everything here will stay the same, and then you can just click OK. And the first thing is they have an exercise 1. Now you're going to have to create exercise 1 to, hold on, I'm going to count them. See, so it's exercise A to, this is F, I think it's F. Okay. So that's the next part you guys are going to do is you're going to create from A to F. So the same way, you're going to do the same exact steps, except the only thing is you're going to change is the name from exercise, like instead of exercise A, it's going to exercise B, and so on and so forth. So yes, because they're all coming from the same place. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys, 5 minutes to create them? Is that enough? Okay, so why don't you guys go ahead and create those? And then afterwards, we're going to create the sheet, which is your layout space. No, as I said, it's not. It's design. Design from seed. Arifin, I'm not there. I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about the project. I'm only answering questions about the project right now. No problem, Michael. We have time. So if you feel that I'm going too fast because of, that, just let me know and we'll wait. That's not a problem. I understand, but we're not there, right? So that's something you ask me one-on-one. I'm here, okay? You're way ahead of everybody else. No, you cannot. You guys have to create every single one on its own. It's okay, Arifin. You don't have to be sorry. How's everybody coming along? Finished? Yay! Excellent. Is there anybody still working on these? Nope. I'm only hearing from like 4 people. Well, I'll get everybody here. Sorry guys, 1 second. All right. So I think you guys had enough time to make sure we finish that part. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to now create the layout space, so the sheets, okay? So we're going to go back here. Come on. Okay, and we're going to click on new, but this time your type is going to be sheet from seed, okay? And we are going to search and get the correct one. Again, go back to where you guys saved it. I'm going to open, and then we want to make sure we select untitled sheets. You're going to press OK, and everything else we're going to keep the same for now. Okay? Did I change anything? No. Yes, untitled sheets. So you're going to go to your template, the actual template that we downloaded, and you're going to select untitled sheets, not default. And this type is going to be sheet from seed. The other one was default. Exactly, Raymond. This one's not. This one's different. You're welcome. No, because it depends on, did you select the 2 seed file? The 2D seed file? It would be there. There's no way it wouldn't. You're not selecting your project. You're selecting the seed file that we downloaded from Blackboard, Harshal. Yes, please, try it again. I hope you, what? Will this be, no, this will not be exercise. This is going to be now, your name is going to be exercise 1. So these, all the sheets are going to be in numbers, numerical. Okay. So I think either 6 or 7. I can check. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Correct. Okay, so you're going to create this one, and you're going to get, you should get something like this pop up when you click OK. Okay, it's going to have a title block. It's going to look like a regular layout sheet, like a paper space. Now, I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. I'll give you another 5-6 minutes to create all these sheets. Okay, and then I'll show you how to go between them. Kiefer, you're just going to have to wait for 1 second. So if I wanted to create a sheet, I'm going to say exercise. I don't know why I keep spelling it this way. Exercise 2, for example. Some of them have to be rotated, some of them don't. So if I've already created it here and I pressed OK. Oh, shoot. Yeah, here we go. And I want to go ahead and make some changes to this. You can make them to the sheet, but you can't, if I remember correctly, you can't really make a lot of changes to the model. But you can edit the sheet, okay? So you can click on, not copy, edit. Okay, and then you just have to rotate it by 90 degrees. Press OK. And you'll see that your sheet has rotated. These things, you just have to move them in and make them based on the rotation. So these won't be rotated. You'll have to manipulate them to fit here correctly, but the exercises, the actual sheet will have already been rotated. Okay? Just confirm. Yes. Yes, no, you select the 2D sheet project. Okay? So you created one and then you select that one for these things, right? So it takes on the template. Okay? Okay, so I'll give you guys a minute. Find the ones that should be rotated, rotate them. And if you don't rotate them from the beginning, you can you can always edit them like I did. Go ahead. Okay, guys. Is everybody here? Okay, if you give me 1 minute, I know some people are waiting to speak to me on Teams. If you just give me 1 minute, let me get everybody started, and then we'll just meet on Teams afterwards, okay? Because it's a little bit hard to go back and forth. Just give me 1 minute, and I'll call you myself. Okay. So, let's see. No, we're not rotating them all, Mohammed. We're only rotating the ones that need to be rotated. So you'll need to go ahead through, and I'm not going to go through which ones need to be rotated. You should look through the actual project and find out which one you think would need to, and it would show it on the printout. So for example, here, this one would not need to be rotated. This is in layout space, right? Landscape. Then there's portrait. So the ones that need to be put in portrait, you need to place to rotate the ones to be portrait. Okay, so so here, once you have created all of them, you guys will be able to get to the default, so the actual model space through here. At the bottom here, you're going to find a little drop-down menu, and if you click on the, can I show you show what again?
Which one we need to rotate?
I'm not going to show you which ones you need to rotate. You need to go through. I just said that.
Yeah, but you
need to
showed
go
something on
through.
your Word file.
The only thing I showed is the same Word file you have is the one that's not rotated. It's the parapet wall. It just shows that this is landscape, not portrait. So you're going to have to go through which ones and find out which ones need to be portrait and which ones need to be landscape. Okay? That's basic. You guys should be able to do that just by looking at the picture. So next, I'm going to go ahead and show you now how to get to a model space, or your default space where you're going to be drawing. So at the bottom of your screen here, when you're in this white sheet or your layout sheets, you're going to find at the bottom, there's a drop-down menu. Right now it should say whatever exercise you finished at the end. So you're going to click in here and you're going to find whatever one we're working on. Right now we're only working on exercise A. So remember, exercise A, B, C. So anything with a letter is your drawing, where you're going to be drawing. Anything with a number, 1, 2, 3, is where you're going to reference these drawing in afterwards. Okay? So while you're in here, you won't see any windows, so you can actually just click on one of the windows from down here or from the top here. Okay? And this is where you would create your drawing. Is everybody okay with this? If I wanted to see exercise 1, where I would be viewing it at the end, I would go to here and it would just automatically take me back to this sheet. So here you can go back and forth between your spaces, between your models, your default space and your layout space. Any questions about that? Okay. Next thing you guys are going to do is you're going to start drawing your, that will be afterwards. You guys are going way too fast. Let's just first get into the exercise, into the drawing. I don't want to move because I'm moving along with the project. So you guys need to move along with the project with me. If you want to move ahead, then you can read ahead. Okay? I just want to make sure because there are other people who are moving along with me. I don't want to go too fast for them. Let's do the actual drawing first, and then we'll reference it in. Okay? So, next thing we're going to do is create the drawing. So now you guys should be on page 4. Okay? And you're going to create the parapet wall. So this is what you're going to be creating. Now, of course, it's just this part you're not looking to create this, the handle, the railing. You're not doing that. You're just creating the parapet wall. Okay? So you have some measurements here. There is one measurement that you might not be able to find. And I'm going to ask you guys to do some research because that's part of the project. I can't, part of the project is you guys are learning a new software and you're also creating this project. So part of it is doing some investigations. Now, anything you need to find that you cannot find on here, you should be able to find either in other sheets, in the other parts, okay, or in the big drawing set that I placed online. Now, I had one person that said, now, one thing is this part is C, so you have to create it based on here. This part is this portion for B, but you have to do the inverse. Okay, so it has to go inward instead of outward. Okay, so when you go ahead and start drawing, you're going to do the inverse. Okay, it's going to go inwards. Okay, now another thing is this goes down at 2% for the entire length up to here. This also goes down at 2%, this portion. So again, this part is right here. So it's typical. The reason why it's saying typical there, Trong, it's because this comes from the drawing set. So meaning there would have multiple sections, and so that's why it would be typical, right? So you guys, I hope you guys know how to read some drawing sets. And if you don't, if you're having trouble reading the drawing sets, please let me know. I can go through it one-on-one. But I think we went through drawing sets before in previous classes. You guys have gone through them. So you should have some background on for drawing sets. Okay. Now, next class, what we're going to do is you guys are going to, continue working on your project. We'll go to, like, I'm not going to go, of course, to every little detail. You guys have to do your drawings. I'm going to be here along to assist you with any issues that you may have or you want, to solve. But, I'm going to guide you guys, but you guys need to do a lot of the work because this is a project. But I'm going to go through, once we finish exercise 1, I'm going to show you how to reference things in. And then it's up to you guys afterwards to continue working on the other ones, and then ask me questions as we go along. Okay. So depends on which ones you're going to have to read. So one thing I'm going to go back to is read your instructions. So read the instructions. If it tells you you need dimensions, then you need dimensions. If it doesn't, then you don't. Okay. Some you will, some you won't. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. I want you guys to start drawing this out, this parapet wall. Now, does everybody know what a parapet wall is? But remember, we are not on a roof, Arifin. We are on a bridge, right? So it's the wall that goes along the, so here's your sidewalk, okay? And then this wall, you'll have your railing on top. So it's kind of, it's to protect, you and the bridge and the cars and everything from going over the bridge. So yeah. It sits there, and then there's a railing on top. So when you go across, if you've ever driven to Niagara Falls, or if you've ever driven on any bridge, you'll always see walls on the side. Those are the parapet walls. Okay. So that's for the project. I wanted to get into it right away. Now there was one person who emailed me. I can't remember who, and asked about some information that's missing or couldn't find. So if you cannot find information, this is the time to ask me what you can't find, and then I can kind of guide you to where it would be. Okay. So you can come on Teams and message me. I have one person already waiting there. But yeah, so I'm going to give you guys time to do this. I do want to go through kind of what different sections of a bridge are, and just for you guys to get wrap your head around it, especially if you haven't seen details about bridges. But it's just really quick, so I'm going to do that either later on. I want you guys to get into the project, and we can go through this either I might do this on Tuesday next class. So to give you guys just time to get started on the project and using the software and figuring out if you have any questions about it. Okay. Now, does anybody have any general questions for me, or should we get started, you guys working on this? Okay. That you're going to have to look. So Michael, that is on your course addendum. I don't have every assignment and project due, to be honest. I have so many, but yeah, if you check, that would be great. Okay, so what are you trying to shame for exactly? May I ask? Exercise B. Okay, so you're going to have to do it afterwards. Chamfer is through here. Or the other option you can do is draw a line that's 20 by 20. So where you ended, you would just say it's going to go 20, 20, X and Y. You're going to change them. It says object is not valid. Can you come on? Okay, I just have one person there that's waiting for me, Arifin, and then you can come on there and I can take a look and see what's going on. Is that okay? Okay, so Okay. Okay, for everybody that's over here, does anybody have any questions? I had some people on Teams, so if you do have a one-on-one question that you want to share your screen or anything like that, please come on Teams. Otherwise, if you have just a general question, you can ask in here. How's everybody doing with this? Should I start calling people's names out? So far, so good. I love it. I love it. Okay. Anybody have any questions that I can answer for you guys? So what we're going to do is we're going to be creating this parapet wall. Then we're going to be creating this girder, right? And then eventually what we're going to do is put everything on top of each other and create an actual bridge. So you guys eventually, that's where we're going to get to the point at the end of this, this year or this semester. So you guys are creating parts and parts, and then so this will be project one. Whatever you've done in project one will be, go on for your second part for project two. About the chase detail. What are you asking me? Okay, so for this part, this chase here, it's this portion. This is it here, but it's inwards. So you see how here it comes out 20. Now, instead of it coming out 20, it's going to go in 20. Okay. Now, there is a distance from here to the start of this chase that you're going to have to figure out how to find, because that's the thickness of the asphalt. The thickness of the asphalt is found in these sheets here. And if you for some reason can't find them, they're also, you have the project sheets, the drawing set, you can find it in there. So you'll be able to figure out what this amount is by the thickness of the asphalt. So if you have a more specific question you have for me regarding this chase, let me know. But that's what the one thing I can understand most people get confused on is that this part has to be in. So instead of 20 out, it goes 20 in, then 10 on an angle in, then 20 down. Okay. Okay. What do you mean show it on the bigger drawing? No, I'm not going to tell you. That's part of the project, Trump, is for you to do the research. You try to find it. I'm not baby stepping you for everything here, right? You guys are in your third year. So if you went off to work and someone said, find this on the the drawing set, you're going to tell them, can you show it to me? So you guys have to try to find it. If for some reason you don't find it, I'm going to go with you one-on-one. I'm going to say, where did you look? I'm going to, help you until you find it.
Chris?
Hold on 1 second. Sadiq, 1 second, please. I have to exit. The Teams want to be able to hear here for some reason. 1 second. I'll be back for anybody who's on Teams. I'll be back for you guys. Yes, Sadiq.
Miss, so the drawing, I don't know where the drawings are. Like the main project you're
They're online. They're online.
in course documents?
Yeah. It's either course documents or assignment. I think it's under course documents.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Any other questions over here? The 2% slope is after the edge of the wall, right? So it starts from here. Partial, going down, 2%. Okay? All right. The calculator? What calculator, Michael? Oh, I never use the calculator on here. I honestly wouldn't even know. Why do you need the calculator on here? Do you not have a calculator? Oh, I've never used it on here. I don't even know if it exists, to be honest. Hold on. I'll have to look it up. I'll let you know, okay? I'll get back to you on that. No, the 2%, as I said, you guys are gonna have to do the calculation. I already explained that in the, you have to do it, figure it out. It's very simple to figure out how much 2% of, it's rise over, it's slope, right? Rise over run. But I'll get back to you with the calculator thing. Okay, guys, any questions on this end? I just want to remind you guys that I do have Teams open. So any like one-on-one questions to get answers, and you can share your screen. I love it over there because, you know, sharing the screen, I can take control and I can actually like show you with my mouse on your screen if you're having specific issues to you. If you do have general questions, just so that I would suggest asking in the Blackboard, just so that, sorry, on Blackboard Collaborate, just so everybody can benefit. But if it's just something to your specific situation, you can come and ask me on Teams, okay? But I am here. If you guys want, you can take a 10-minute break now, class, and never mind. We can just leave a few minutes early. Yes, of course. You can come on, turn over there. There's many people over there coming in and out. That's why I love this Teams. Okay, I'll see whoever it is on Teams. Okay, give me 1 minute. We can leave a few minutes early, so we'll end class at 5 o'clock for those, because I apologize, I did not give you guys a break. I apologize for that. I won't do it again. Samantha, you need to remind me. He's not here today, is he? He didn't show up today. Anyway. through. So it just kind of gives it an opening for that. That's the reason for it. Okay. I wasn't sure if there was more reasons. I was just double checking, but no, there's just that main reason. So I'm going to close Teams down. Okay. Unless there's any other specific question, I'm going to close Teams down. So you guys in Teams, you can close it down as well. And then if there's no other questions for me here in class, I hope you guys all have a great evening. And please, yes, the minute I say have a good evening.
Miss,
Yes.
so can you come back on Teams?
I just left it. I just left
Okay,
it.
so I'm just
What's
gonna
up?
ask you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No,
Oh.
here, come on, come down. Any other question? Okay, I'll see you in 10 minutes, Arifin. So see you again. See you soon, guys. See you, people. I'll see you later. I'll see you guys later. Otherwise, have a good evening. And I'm gonna close Blackboard down. Have a good evening, everybody. Bye.